Women have a rather intriguing way of thinking. They talk to themselves constantly, often immersed in their own thoughts, oblivious to the outside world. It's like a Facebook newsfeed, but constantly streaming inside their minds. If you desire a woman to be consumed by thoughts of you, you must find a way to become a prominent presence in her mental newsfeed. This is where Shogun method comes in, offering a clever solution. With Shogun method, you can insert yourself into her stream of thoughts and capture her attention, whether she is willing or not. It's a powerful mind control technique that allows you to make a lasting impression. By using this Shogun method tactic, you can be sure to occupy her mind and keep her thinking about you. I once said this to our brother Shoguns. A woman talks to herself all day long. If you talk to her the same way she talks to herself, she'll believe what you say to be her own thoughts. If you want to know how to plant ideas into a woman's mind, this is it. So how do we go about planting ideas into her mind? We use a Shogun method technique called implanted commands. What's an implanted command? Well, an implanted command is an NLP conversational device that subconsciously implants desired thoughts inside a woman's mind. It is a phrase that forms the part of a sentence, which if spoken on its own would be a direct command. However, the phrases surrounding the command will camouflage it to make it undetectable by her conscious mind. This sounds a mouthful, I know. We'll get to specific examples later, so hang on there for a moment. For now, understand why implanted command works so well. What a woman can't detect, she can't resist. Implanted commands bypass her conscious mind by going directly into her subconscious. Like everything Shogun method does, she doesn't have the power to block it. Now let's delve into the specifics and examine some examples. While Shogun method contains 44 unique implanted command patterns in total, let's focus on a few commonly used ones. We'll start with the first example. You already know how it feels so good when you remember the happy times we had together. Here's how this line works. By beginning with the phrase you already know, her conscious mind is prompted to accept whatever follows without question. I mean, who questions something they already know, right? This approach works even better when it connects to a specific memory in her mind. For instance, you can say this. You already know how it feels so good when you remember the happy times we had together in Paris. The mention of the memory of her being with you in Paris reinforces the implanted command, amplifying its effectiveness. And here's the intriguing part. The memory doesn't even have to be real. Here's a combined example incorporating two implanted commands. Persephone. You can feel good just by thinking about the things we do together. Addressing her by name before an implanted command is sneaky, but it works wonders. I mean, we instinctively pay attention when someone calls us by name. It's automatic and subconscious. The second implanted command here is the phrase, you can. It implies that you're granting her permission to engage in something she naturally desires. Granted, it may seem irrational to do something solely because one can, but let's face it, humans aren't always rational creatures. Women are driven by their emotions and rarely by rational thinking. So there you have it, implanted commands in action. These techniques provide you with powerful means of subtly influencing a woman's thoughts without her even realizing it. Now here's the thing. Out of the comprehensive collection of 44 implanted commands in Shogun method, I've shared just 3 examples. I understand that for new Shoguns it can be overwhelming to learn all of them. But don't worry. Experienced Shoguns advise that mastering a few and consistently using them is all you need. You may wonder how to invoke memories with implanted commands, and here's the interesting part. Those memories don't have to be real. Even if you don't have a happy memory with her, you can make her imagine one, and she'll believe it's genuine. Weird, but true. Now, as any responsible Shogun would do, I'll have to warn you this. If someone learns how to implant false memories in a woman's mind, he could potentially manipulate or harm her. It's crucial to keep this knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. However, since you're already a Shogun, you can access this technique by searching for fake memories in the Shogun method knowledge base.